Guys, I think I'm here to share some part of my experience, some part of my journey. Very interesting, whatever I've done, could shed some light. And I think one factor that has always been driving me and giving meaning to whatever I build or whatever problem I'm trying to solve or whatever things I have been, meaning to all the actions I do or purpose is the thing. And I want to share the story of the purpose, how I found my purpose in life and how it can help you to find yours. Guys, it's all started in 2007. I like any other engineer, I was living my dream, got a chance to be part of, got a chance to go to US, join a very prestigious university, study there, and got recruited by, you can imagine, the dream companies of the world. I was building tech for companies like Walmart, Best Buy, eBay. At the time when no one in India would have heard about e-commerce, we were building those e-commerce systems for those giants. Perfect life, living my dream, nothing changed. Suddenly, I got a call in 2012. My mom, retired RS officer, she got sick, and she was a diabetic patient. We knew it. We knew she has been going to take good care of her, being an educated lady. But unfortunately, we realized that, since last 3 years, she hasn't visited any doctor. She has been taking the same medicines what was prescribed to her 3 years back. And without lack of understanding how the medication works, this is a lady who has done PhD, this is a lady who has 2 master's degree, and that's what struck me. And that's what struck me and decided that, when I was going back to US, I was thinking, if that could happen to such a lady, imagine all the other billion people in India, how difficult medication management is for them. So on my way back, I started thinking, maybe can I do something? Can I contribute something? Can I really build something out of it? I'm building technology for the global giants. Can I build a piece of tech where people can have visibility about their health? People can have visibility about the parents' health. They can have visibility about, how the medicines have been taken. They can have visibility about, are they visiting doctors properly, or how are they vital working? Imagine a kid, living thousands of miles away from their family. What is the best way to check and keep a monitor on their parents' health? And that is when I felt that maybe it could be one of the purpose in my life which I want to adopt. What made me think is very simply, I knew that I've been doing it for the global giants. I know I have a skill. I can build one of the best products in the world. Now I have a passion, because I've seen what happened to my mom. So my skill and my passion is aligned. If I can build something out of it, can it be useful to the other person? And that is when the purpose got defined for me in life. And now the question comes, what is the dharma, and what motivated me? I found this very beautiful definition which I want to share with all of you. And this definition which says a dharma is is a combination of your passion, expertise, and your usefulness. You can be amazing at something, that's your skill, what you're good at. Passion is what you would love to do. But usefulness, that can you create an impact for others when you're doing something, when you're combining your skill with your expertise, with your passion, whatever outcome that happens, is it useful for the other person? And we realize that if we can build such kind of healthcare system, probably we can change or we can save some life. Decided to leave everything, decided to leave all my job in US, whatever $1 million package, $500,000 package, whatever I was earning, came back to India, hired my first 5 employees, started with a very modest, humble, small office in Jaipur, and we just started building up a platform. I still remember in December 2015, when we were ready with the first product, we realized where to start. Now we have a healthcare system, but how to start getting the data? In any person's healthcare journey, think about what is one point of contact majority of the chronic patients deal with, or whatever the one point of person or one healthcare representative that everyone deals with. If you really think deep about it, people would say doctors, people would say maybe hospital, But you know what the answer we found? It was a pharmacist. It was your neighborhood pharmacist. Think about it. Every month, your parents or our grandparents go to that pharmacist and buy their medicines. They might visit a doctor once in a year or 6 months, but the pharmacist, they visit everything. You have a khasi, you have a jukam, the next person you go is the pharmacist near you, and you ask them. We thought that's the point we want to hit. That's the best point of contact or best point of interaction any person has. And that is what, when we named ourselves Life Care. We started putting small canopies in the park. We started explaining every old age person that give us a chance, we'll be your pharmacist, we'll bring your medicines every month to you, we'll solve for availability, you don't have to rush here and there, we'll bring medicines to you at a cheaper price, and we'll make sure that your medicines have been taken properly. And that's how the journey started. And this is why I keep on saying that a guy who is sitting with CIOs of the big giant companies, wearing 3-piece suit, drawing $1 million salary, came back to India every morning 6 a.m., standing in park, meeting people like a salesman and explaining them their product. The only factor that drives everything was a purpose. I was very clear what I wanted to do. It was very clear to me that that's what I want to build, and that's the purpose of my life. And the purpose, if you guys really think about, it's not what you usually find. It's something what you create. You cannot just deep down and think that what could be purpose of my life. You have to think and you have to build it, and that's what we were able to do it with Life Care. Very simple definition. Your dharma. If kids like you want to find it, what am I good at? What do I love doing? And whatever I love doing and good at, can it impact other person's life? That's the dharma. That's the dharma which everyone should try to find out. And this is one very interesting story which I want to share with you guys, is that whatever concept we built, whether it was Life Care or whatever, I still remember a story of my perfect pitch. I always call it a perfect pitch. We had customer, we have first 100 consumer who was taking medicines from us. 90 of them repeated next month. They called us like, we loved the service, we loved you guys, can you do it? That's when I realized that this is the right thing what I'm building. Now the thing comes that how can we scale it up? I had no idea about the concept of startup. There are a lot of people who say startup, entrepreneurship, fancy words. 2015, if you ask me, I had no idea about startup. I knew that I'm trying to do something, it is changing some person's life, there are repeat customers, I'm getting a revenue. Now, my co-founder, Krishna, he came to me, he was like, Deepesh, let's go to other cities. I was like, other cities, we are doing hardly 100, 200 orders. He was like, I have an idea. I was like, what? Let's meet investors. 2015, sitting in Jaipur, Krishna wanted us to meet the #1 investor in country, which was called Rajul Garg. Rajul is a co-founder of Pine Labs. He created Global Logic, ranked #1 angel investor in the country. Why would he invest in a small company sitting in Jaipur, putting canopies in the park, meeting customers and getting customers from there? But one thing which was very clear to me is that what Rajul thinks about us doesn't matter. What matters is I know what I'm doing, I know what we are building, and we are super passionate about it. So there's no harm. Let's go meet Rajul. Went to Delhi, had this meeting without any pitch deck, guys. I had no pitch deck, meeting #1 investor in the country, Kunal Shah and Rajul together, and without any pitch deck. Only thing I remember my conversation, half an hour conversation with him was all about passion. I am sure he would have seen the clarity or the purpose what we wanted to do. And that's why, on the way back, half hour back after his meeting, we got a call and Raju like, I want to give you 6 crore, build this company, you guys. And that is what, the only thing, guys, what made it possible for a small company like us in Jaipur to become $1 million funded, covered by all newspapers. Next round, after 6 months, raised another 30 crores in a funding by top 2 investors in the country, Saif and Nexus, is because I thought it was my dharma. It was my dharma to solve that problem, and I think we did it. And I'm so happy to say that, eventually that company went ahead and we were doing 10,000 medicine orders per day. And out of 4 states in country, we later got acquired by NetMeds and we merged with NetMeds. But that is what a small company with a small purpose was built from Jaipur and was able to do it. And I think the next baby we are building is a Pharmalama. But guys, I was able to find my dharma. I really want all of you to find your and change the world. Make sure that you do it. That's it.